Hey there! Thanks for joining me today. My name is Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. We're just going to do a nice simple flow. We're going to begin by laying on our backs. So go ahead and find a shavasana of sorts. This is going to be a calm and peaceful flow. We're going to focus on grounding our energy, renewing ourselves. So go ahead and tuck your shoulders under, palms face up, legs out long. Go ahead and close down those eyes, bringing your awareness to right now. What does the air smell like around you? What does the air feel like around you? What kind of noises do you hear? How does the mat feel connected to your shoulders, your legs, your back? Is your breath smooth? Inhales and exhales the same length. All right, go ahead and lift your right leg up. Point it towards the sky. If you want, you can grasp your leg with your hands and kind of pull. You can pull at your thigh, at your calf. If you can reach your leg, you can pull, by your foot. If you can reach your foot, you can pull with your foot. You can pull your foot with your hands. I'm going to get my wording right, I promise. And then pull it over to the right side, opening up through the hips, stretching through that right leg. If it feels good, you can take your left hand and put it on your left hip to keep your hip on the ground. This will get a little stretch through the front side of your left hip too. Breathe. No holding. Back to center. And then bring it over to the left. A little bit of a supine action. We are not allowing to roll though. We're just simply getting the stretch all through the right leg. You can have the slight bend in the knee if that feels good. And back to center. Hug both of those legs in. Send them both out long. Maybe give that right leg a little rub there. And pick the left leg up. Same action here. So you can be pulling here on the thigh. You can pull on the calf. Slight bend in the knee here is always great. Or you can pull on your foot. Whichever feels best for you. Gaze is towards the ceiling. Slight grin on your face, knowing that this is not hard. This is playful, fun. This is so relaxing. We are moving our bodies and stretching, and yet it's easy and playful and fun. No one ever said that movement had to be hard and sweaty and powerful. Okay, go ahead and pull that leg open. I chose yoga because I don't like to sweat. But I knew the movement in my body was necessary. I was becoming stiff, and, it just to me wasn't acceptable. Okay, and go ahead and pull that leg on over towards the right. Not fully coming over though. This could take some power to hold this position. Just remembering to breathe. And back to center. Hug those knees in. And some more play. We're going to rock and roll. So just rock and roll a couple times to massage your spine. And then we're going to rock and roll up twice to standing. If you have to use your hands, that's fantastic. If you feel like you've got enough momentum to pull yourself up without touching with your hands, you're my hero. So let's just begin by massaging the spine. And all the way up to standing. And back down. Roll. And standing. Meet me in Tadasana at the front of your mat. Mountain pose. Stand up nice and tall here. Neutral tilt in the pelvis. All four corners of the feet grounded into the mat. Head is actively reaching towards the sky. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step it back to plank. Lower down, knees, chest and chin. Slide through to cobra. Exhale, meeting me in a downward dog. You can walk your dog out here, dropping the right heel down, left heel up. Drop the left heel down, right heel up. And back and forth here. Go ahead and drop the right leg down and bring the left behind, separating your big toe and your pointer toe. Put it around the back of your ankle. And try to pull down on that right heel. Okay, let's do the other side. So drop the left heel down and then pick the right foot up and put the big toe and pointer toe behind the heel and pull. Deepening the stretch in the left. Remembering to breathe. We're not holding here. Good job. Come back. Get up on your tippy toes and walk towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach to rise. Arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to plank. Lower down chaturanga, upward facing dog. And then knee and me back in a downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg up. Open up the hips, keeping the leg long. Breathing. If you want, you can drop this left elbow down, open up through the hips. Look under your left armpit for that right foot. And press back up. Swing the right foot through, lower the left leg, open up, crescent lunge. Good job. Breathing here. Arms are up towards the sky, gazes forward. Go ahead and plant the hands and step it back to plank. Hold here for just a second. Another second. Lower down chaturanga, upward facing dog, and meet me back in the downward facing dog. Good job. Left leg sweeps up, open those hips. Hold here for a minute. Breathing. If you want, you can drop that right elbow down. Look through the right, under the right armpit. See if you can see your left feet. Breathing. Push back up and swing that leg through. Lower the left knee or right knee down. Sweep your arms up. Crescent lunge. Good job. Breathing. We are active here. We're not collapsing. And bring those hands down. Frame the foot. Step back, plank. And yes, we are holding here. And we're breathing. And now we're going to lower down chaturanga, upward facing dog, and meet me back in a downward facing dog. Go ahead and take some deep breaths here in down dog. You can continue walking your dog, or you can find some stillness here. Whatever you decide to do, make sure you're pushing those heels down towards the mat, pushing equally through both shoulders. Roll forward, plank. Right knee to right elbow, back to center. Left knee, left elbow, back to center. We're going to do that 10 times, so that's only 5 on each side. So right knee, right elbow, 1. Left knee, left elbow, 2. Right elbow, right knee, 3. Left, 4. Right, 5. Left, 6. Right, 7. Left, 8. Right, 9. Left, 10. Push back, down dog. Roll forward. Lower down chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Meet me back. And a downward facing dog. Good job. Right leg sweeps up. Square hips this time. And come through. Rise up. High lunge. Slight back bend here if you want. Reaching towards the sky, smiling, and plant the hands, step back, down dog. Left leg sweeps up, square hips here, bring it through between the hands, rise up, high lunge. Same thing, back bend if you wish. Keeping the smile there if you're choosing the back bend. Remembering to breathe and frame that foot. Step back, down dog. Good job. Roll forward to the knees, swing those legs around, sit back, Padimottanasana, seated, forward, fold. So we're gonna pull our right leg, our right foot on our right thigh, kind of like a tree position, except seated. Arms up and fold forward over the left leg. Remembering to breathe here. And lift up. Right leg goes back out long. Left leg comes in. And arms sweep up and fold over that right leg. Come on back up. Left leg back out long. And now full Padmasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. The crown of the head is reaching towards the feet, not the thighs or the calves. Remembering to breathe. Good job. Let's sit back up. Open up our legs for wide-legged seated. All right, so let's rock from the right over to the left. Get some warm-up going on in these legs again. And go ahead and come over to the right leg. Walk those hands all the way through center slowly over to the left leg and fold. And walk back through center and then walk forward through center. Remembering to breathe here. And go ahead and walk those hands up. Sit up. You can challenge yourself a little here today. Flexibility and strength, they go hand in hand. If we were flexible and we had no strength, that is dangerous. And if we're all strength, we have no flexibility, it's uncomfortable. So we have to work flexibility and strength together. A fun way to do this is to kind of what I like to call push-ups right here, but we're no hands, okay? So our push-up is happening through our leg, the inner leg muscle. So go ahead and interlace your fingers and put them behind your head. And we're going forward. Now only go as far forward as you know you can come back up without touching the floor. Okay, this might be here and you feel this and you're like, oh yeah, right there, and come back up. We're only going to do 2 of these, so this is just kind of challenging ourselves. So go down as far as you can go and push back up. And let's do it again. Down and push back up. Good job. You can do a few more of those if you like. I know they're difficult and they're hard and they really work our flexibility and strength together, and those are just great things to do. Go ahead and swing the right leg around to the left. And come on down to your back. Pull those knees into your chest. Drop the left knee down. Hug that right knee in. And push it over to the left. Little suit punch twist. Gazes towards the right. A couple deep breaths here. And back through center, hugging those knees in. And drop the right leg down, left leg, hug it into the chest. And move it over towards the right. Gaze is towards the left hand. Those shoulders on the ground. A couple deep breaths on this side. And now back to the center, hug those knees in. And roll over to your belly. Arms in T shape. And roll over towards your right. Little shoulder stretch here. And come back through center. And roll over to the left. I'm a little confused here with it behind me. And back to center. Go ahead and make a triangle with your fingers and then place your forehead in the middle of the triangle. Way to go. You are amazing. You showed up for yourself. You are worthy. You are worthy. Thank you so much for taking this time for yourself. And ultimately, when we take time for ourselves, we are able to give more of ourselves to others. Go make today amazing. Namaste.